Hi Cancer, my name's Lorraine and welcome to my channel, Sun Moon Star Free Tarot. This is your new moon reading for the 20th of July, the Cancer new moon. This reading is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. And if this doesn't resonate with you, please do check out your other signs. If you don't know your other signs, then it's easy. Go into Google, free birth chart report, and you will find out your signs. No bother at all. So the only thing you would need is for your rising sign, you need your time of birth and your place of birth. So that will give you an accurate rising sign. But so if you don't know it, then onto Google, Astro, whatever, birth chart report, and then you'll be able to access your other signs for your other, like your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I really hope you enjoy your reading, and if you do like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell to get notifications of all upcoming readings. Cheers, Cancer. Right, Cancer, I didn't pick up any like messages, like full-on messages in your meditation before your reading, but what I did get was like a feeling, like a really spontaneous feeling. Maybe I got a feeling like somebody was like going to come towards you, and it's going to be like really spontaneous to the point where you were like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Or you yourself are going to surprise somebody because you have done something really spontaneous, maybe a bit out of character, but not out of character in a bad way. It's like, that was a wee bit of energy I wasn't expecting there now. Like, it's like a good energy. It's like, I don't know, it's something good. Either somebody's coming towards you and you're going to be very like surprised and like, oh my God, I'm shocked, but I'm happy, I'm good. Do you know what I mean? So a spontaneous energy to the point where you're, the other thing that I got was like Spirit's trying to say to me is, tell Cancer not to try and anticipate when it will happen. When they do that, they basically, you block it from happening. So like, I know that I'm telling you, and you'll be like looking out to see if it happens, but try and forget in the back of your head that I've even said it, because if you forget, then that is when the energy will come towards you. Now, like the energy, the person, the situation, whatever it is, it will happen. Do you know what I mean? Because when we know that something is coming, we kind of like, and we look out for it constantly, then things can't happen. Like miracles can't come into your life and things like that. Especially like when we wish on a star, or when we put manifestations out there, when we're constantly observing to see where it's coming from, or but how could it do that? Just let the divine like work its magic. Forget that I even said that, and I feel like you're going to get a surprise. Somebody is going to either turn up at your door spontaneously, or a wee win on the lottery or something like that. Now, something that you're not expecting. And the reason why I said a wee win on the lottery is because at the to begin your reading, you've got the Buffalo Spirit, and this is the situation, and they're saying an abundant universe will provide. An abundant universe will provide. So don't worry about it. Don't be like stubborn and going, yeah, but how could it come that way, and how could it come that way, because I've got it all worked out and nothing could actually do that. Don't do that. Just like let it come to you now, like, because I don't know, just be open and let things come and go to you. But with the Buffalo Spirit, I'm looking at the card here, and it's like number 10. Number 10 is like, it's came full circle. It's like, it's time for things to change now. Now, like, you've took enough. you've maybe been at loggerheads with somebody, you've had, the buffalo here has got like their war paint on, and it's kind of like, you've just had enough, but you're saying, no, I'm standing here, but I'm not putting up with it anymore. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. And see, because you're standing up for yourself, I feel like that's why maybe the divine or whoever you believe in, the universe, God, whoever it is that you believe in, I believe that because you're standing more in your power, that like the universe is wanting to give back to you. An abundant universe will provide, because you've stood your ground in some sense. This is your situation as the buffalo spirit. So there you go. Somebody may have came charging at you before, now I'm just noticing the ring in his nose now, like, and I know that this isn't a bull and things like that, but you're the buffalo, and I kind of feel like somebody might have came, I can see a bull like coming at you, so maybe somebody came at you and you were like, I'm not backing down, like that kind of way. And when we bring the 10, like 10 is completion, end of a cycle, and you're going to get, no, I'm changing this situation because I'm bringing it down to the 1, because I'm the one that matters. I'm putting myself first now. I've just got that feeling where they're saying, you always put everybody before yourself or something like that. So they're saying, it's time for you to have your new beginning. Now, like, give yourself a new opportunity and put yourself first. Because they're saying now, like, that Cancer is, like, really, really highly independent. But, like, you're independent, but, like, at the same time, you were putting everybody else before you, if that makes sense. So they're just saying, time for you to be number 1, time for you to have a new beginning, and I'm just hearing they want you to be individual. So maybe you're going to do something a bit out the box, a bit different and things like that. But the situation here that you've got in hand is you're trying to stay like grounded, rooted here, like wise and things like that. You're trying to protect maybe your kids, your young. Now, like, you're not trying to like overly protect him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's 2 children here. Like, you can see, like, here and here. So one maybe a wee bit older than the other one. But I'm just saying that with his eyes being like this amber colour, it's kind of like you've had to stand in your solar plexus now. Like, you've had to find your power. You've had to find your power maybe in your feminine aspect of yourself, even if you are a man and you're a dad here or whatever, etc. I'm feeling like you've had to stand in your feminine power. You've had to stand in your, like, nurturing side of yourself, where you're nurturing, protecting, and that is what matters here. And that's just what I'm feeling like. You're having to, like, be grounded and stand your ground with, like, the buffalo spirit, be grounded, and you're being grounded and you're standing your ground and like that, because obviously it's got something to do with children here. Like the Islemancer, he watches everything to do with, like, contracts and how things work down to the tiniest wee simplest thing now. Like, he overlooks everything, the minute detail. He sees it. He overlooks contracts and things like that. And I feel like he's trying to tell you that maybe you've just ended a relationship. I'm hearing the card here is card 42, and that comes down to a 6, and it's kind of like, I'm feeling like in your domestic life something has came to an end, a relationship may have came to an end, and he's saying don't worry about it. So see, like, while before with the oak man, like, that's you in the trees, but, like, look, he's above you, and you're, like, in your leaves now, like you have, like, your branches, he's in there with you, he's watching. And obviously we don't realise this, we don't realise that we've got fairies and angels and other beings that help us like get through life and like move us in the right direction sometimes. And he's saying, I've overlooked he's not overlooked something, he's basically helping you with this situation where you've had to be protective and of your kin. Basically, you're being protective of your children, and it's like you're getting like victory here, public like recognition. I kind of feel like maybe your name's been tarnished because all these soldiers here and things like that have like been to war with this person that's on the horse. Yes, he might have had victory, but there's blood spatter all over like their uniforms, and it's kind of like there's been blood spilt here to the point, and I mean blood actually, like I think it's like something that might have been between family, and by family it could be like your children's father or your children's mother, or it could be like between actual family. There's been blood spilt, and there was maybe I'm seeing 4 people here, but I can see like a 5th arm. So I kind of feel like there might have been 4 or 5 energies here now round about you, but now people are seeing why you acted in the way you did. You're getting recognition now, and it's like there's no smoke without fire. It's kind of like there was a few fires, there was a few things that was instigated round about you to the point where people were making, I feel like people were tarnishing your reputation or something like that, but now you're standing up in your power, like with his cape here. It's like his cape, whatever, his cloak, sorry. But it's like people can see now, that's what I mean. People can see that what other people had portrayed you as was lies, and now they're like saying to you like, well done Cancer. Now like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, now like that kind of feeling, but like, well done. It's like somebody's cheering you on anyway, even if it's just your guardian angels and your loved ones in spirit or something like that. But there's people like saying well done, thanks, recognition. Now, definitely. And this has all happened at a time where you have had to like the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen of Michael. Sometimes she gets a really bad rep, and I don't. Obviously, when she's in a negative aspect to herself, right? Cool, fair enough. But the Queen of Swords, I take my hat off to her. She's been through everything to the point where she has had to learn. She's probably been in the very beginning very nurturing, open, to the point where people have overstepped boundaries left, right and centre, and she's got to the point where she's had to be like with the yellow roses here, I'm saying she's had to be her own best friend. She had to use her mind wisely, she had to cut people off. And the message underneath it says, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. So she's saying, when you focus on yourself and you focus on your career, your goals, maybe like your hobbies, your things that get you inspired, do it. Like, she's dressed in blue, she wants to communicate. She wants to communicate friendly between friends maybe, or 2 people. She wants to be in this peaceful dove energy. She is in this energy, and she's very intelligent, and I feel like she wants to bring her energy through you, Cancer, and she wants to give you the strength to be funny. I mean, like the Queen of Swords, people don't even realise at times, I think. They think that she's cold, a hard-faced bitch, blah, blah, blah. But no, she's not. The Queen of Michael, the Queen of Swords is she can be very witty and sarcastic and like quirky. Now, like that kind of energy. And this Queen of Fire here, look at her. I mean, she doesn't look very cold and all that, does she? Look at her wee face. She looks very nice and open, and she's a very intelligent person. Our gown here is like in between blue and like purple. So that's her telling you, right, Cancer, it's time for you to communicate something that maybe Spirit is communicating to you through like your crown and your third eye. Or it's kind of like just like you've got an inner knowing about something that you're wanting to do. It might be between 4 friends, or I don't even know exactly. What is that up there? Is that a moth? Look up here. Is that a moth? Maybe you're going to get a letter about something. You're going to get news about something. And you're going to make your grand entrance. Like this is a big, like the arch here. Sorry, Cancer. That's a grand entrance. Definitely. And it's like you are coming across as very unique and quirky, and like people are saying you're in a new light. That's what I hear. A new light. They didn't realise that you could do something that you can actually do, and you don't just do it and do it okay. You do it and I'm hearing you're amazing. You're amazing to the point where people are like, wow, that was brilliant. Or, I can't believe you can do that. Can you? And that it's like, now when you do that and you step into that Queen of Swords, the Queen of Michael energy, it's like your angels are bringing an abundance of energy towards you. Look at that. Like they're gifting you something. So to begin your reading, you've got the Buffalo Spirit, an abundant universe will provide. Then your last angel message, like for your situation that you find yourself in now, Cancer, is that your angels are bringing forward abundance. So the universe is wanting to give you abundance. Then your angels are wanting to give you abundance. And they're saying it's because it's time for you to receive your reward. But I'm hearing again, please do not try and see where this is coming from, who it's coming from, like anything like that. Because just let the surprise happen when it happens. And it's like, I don't know, I'm just getting a really, really good feeling. There's going to be a connection with someone. There's going to be someone who surprises you that much that you're like, I didn't even realise we still had that kind of connection, or something like that. Maybe there's somebody from your past that's like going to come forward into your life that you're not expecting them to. Not expecting them to. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of feeling like maybe that is a surprise, or I don't know. There's an abundance of something coming towards you. Somebody's gifting you something. Maybe it's because it was just like your birthday season there as well. Or maybe it's just because you're you, and you've been in it for the long haul, because the Queen of Michael isn't just in it just for the now. She's been through thick and thin. She's been through as many, like she's had low lows, to the point where she's like more like the independent kind of single part of herself, because she's got to the point where she's like, I'd rather be alone than let somebody take advantage of me, and I'm not gonna let people do that to me anymore. Do you know what I mean? So basically, where you find yourself right now, you've got the Kabbalah Spirit, card 35, which is 8, and 8 is all about change. 8 is about change in your manifestations. So Spirit has got a plan to bring in your manifestations, your goals, with this new moon in Cancer. And it's like, that's Spirit's plan. it was Spirit's plan all along. And they're like, just sit there comfortable like the koala spirit. Now like, don't be trying to figure it out. Now like decode the dream or the message too much. Now like they're saying just sit back and chill. Now like roll with the punches. Now like the things are moving and you're starting to like attain your goals. Now like you're starting to like branch out, but it's like slowly but surely, because the koala spirit isn't like a fast energy. No, it's like sitting there and it's like enjoying while you branch out, enjoying your movement, enjoying bringing these manifestations into your life. It's like they're saying, because you haven't forced, or you haven't been overly like, oh, I need. That is why like you're being, like the divine is bringing this abundance to you. This is why your spirit guides, your angels have got a plan, because they can see that, yes, there's probably room for you to have more money in your life, or more X, Y and Z in your life. But they're saying that Cancer never ever sits in the energy where they feel like, oh, I need. It's like, yes, you've got goals and manifestations, but the fact that you are not needy and you are independent with that Queen of Michael, they're saying, right, we're going to bring that towards you because you deserve it. I'm feeling like maybe you're actually branching out into some sort of leadership or some sort of business maybe that you're wanting to go alone, because this koala bear is here by yourself, branching out alone, but you're not overly forcing this either. There might be somebody in authority who could help you like attain this goal, or like understand how to come at it from a better and more, I don't know, like, what do you call that, like marketing and things like that. Now they might be able to highlight and show you something that would bring so much more, just say you were wanting to open a shop, so they would be able to market your shop online as well as like things like that, maybe bring forward things that you just don't know about business. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you should go to like a business organisation, or even just like seek out people, like wise people that you know, maybe for some advice. Then, so like, look, Gabe the Retriever, he's that person, like, he's so loyal, and he's got like, he's holding like a pearl to his throat, and it's like I'm hearing you're wanting to communicate your like a pearl of wisdom. It's like, I've got something important to say, but Gabe the Retriever's the most relaxed, loyal, comfortable person. He's like, you know, like man's best friend is like a dog, and like they're so loyal to a fault where that is where people might have in the past is like stepped on your toes one too many hundred times, do you know what I mean? And that is when you've went get, and it's card 41, which is 5, and it's like, that's where eventually you're like, no, this is changing. I'm not having this anymore, this conflict, this, now like people pushing what they want on me. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you're choosing to vocalise something now, and he's like connected to like his crown chakra here, and his antennas now that are coming out of like the top of his head. It's like they're telling me that your spidey senses are like on point about something, and he might help you find something that you might have once lost within yourself. You might have lost like a wee part of yourself through like pain and things like that. Now, like, because I think we do lose a bit of ourselves when we experience pain, especially with people that we love. And I think he might help you find something that you forgot that you even had within you. Or he might actually be helping you find something that you've lost in your house. I don't know about you, but I'm like murder for like losing things, like put my keys down somewhere and then can't find them, and like things like that. He helps you find the things that you have misplaced or lost. And sometimes that's your fairy's way and your angel's way of saying, like when we lose things constantly, and we're like, where was that? That was right there in front of me. Now, like sometimes that's their way of saying, your energy is all over the place. Sit down, centre yourself, take breaths now, like, and bring yourself back down and ground yourself. And then if you do actually do that and you realise, and it could only be for like 3 minutes, less than 5 minutes, like 3 minutes, like 1 minute, a deep breathing, like all the way in and all the way out, like so like deep, where your breath instantly changes your energy, and then you turn around and your keys were actually just sitting on the table in your living room right in front of you, your coffee table. And you're like, they weren't there a minute ago. I searched this place high and low and they were only just sitting there. Do you know what I mean? And it's sometimes that same telling you that your energy's off when you misplace something. But to me, I think he wants to say, Cancer, I'm helping you find that something that you want to speak that's within you, and I'm helping you find it, and I'm helping you vocalise it, because I'm your loyal companion that is within you, and we're going to bring this change into your life. It's going to be a here adventure. He's telling me it's an adventure. He's saying, are you ready? Like, but the way his head's nodded to the side, it's like, you ready, Cancer? Come on, we're going on an adventure. Do you know what I mean? Like an adventure hunt. It's like taking a risk and just being in like a sense of like freedom. Taking a risk, I know that it sounds like a contradiction, taking a risk and freedom, but it's like you're taking the risk to like, it's like communicate whatever it is that you're wanting to, let's say, speak, whatever, find within you. You're taking a risk to put it out there in front of people, and they're saying, it's like you're going to have like this, like, wow, I feel like so free after that. Now like the releasing of it, now like the speaking it, now like releasing it from you. And they're saying you can overcome any challenge you put your mind to, Cancer. These like things that you might communicate might be about pain, might be about like Epona's wild daughter. She's like the daughter of the moon's daughter, basically, one of them. But she looks back on all her pain and suffering, see the way she's leaning on this person, bent over, like naked, vulnerable, and the person looks like they're in emotional turmoil, pain, trauma, things like that. But then look where her knees are leaning on a nibble. And it's like saying, through all your pain that Epona's looking back on now, and she's looking back on you, talking about like your pain or something like that. Maybe you're like a counsellor or something like that, because Epona is like white here, which is like divine light and love and things like that. But she's also got a blue, huey vibe coming off her, like aura, and so is Gabe the Retriever. But I'm seeing the owl here, and the owl is instantly taking me back to that Queen of Maiko, that Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a seer. Now, like, she has this inner wisdom. She reminds, see, if I was to give her a spirit animal, I would give her like the owl. She deserves to like have that owl as hers, because she sees things in a completely different way. It's like an inner wisdom that you can't know or understand until you've experienced like all this extreme pain and being able to overcome it. And she's like, well done you. It's like, I'm hearing like as if this is you're being like, this is your way of giving service to humanity, and I'm kind of feeling like maybe that you are a very good person for people to speak to overcome problems, and you've got very wise words, and there's a real inner wisdom to you, and the things that you have been through help people like bring closure into their life and able to complete cycles too, so that they can start like transforming into like new cycles as well. Because sometimes overcoming our pain at times can just seem like a revolving door now, like the door just keeps turning and turning and turning. Eventually you think you've overcome your pain, but then it's like another cycle comes in and it's like, wow, I thought I dealt with that already. And it's like you have actually dealt with things like that much to the point where you're helping people find that closure now, because you have found that closure within yourself. I hope that makes sense. And you're doing this because the Queen of Water, she is very open emotionally. So she is. You might be using like things like she's sitting on a crystal throne here, and that might be like you, Cancer. Like maybe you may be using like aquamarine and different crystals that are basically helping you. Aquamarine is like, it helps us like communicate from the heart and find that confidence within ourselves. Like it's like we're able to be our true selves in a sense. But I feel like this is you wanting to offer your emotional like cup to people, because you know how it feels to feel maybe in ways that you watch other people feeling now, and it gives you, I'm just hearing, true fulfillment inside, knowing that you can make somebody feel better, they're saying. So then we got Judgment reversed. Judgment reversed is kind of like self-doubt, and it's like feeling indecisive now, like, can I really do that? Could I really actually communicate that to somebody, or could I really start this business, or could I really be like a counsellor or things like that? Could I be a therapist? Could I be a support worker? Now, like you're doubting yourself, they're saying, with Judgment being reversed, and they're saying it's like so unfair for you to do that to yourself, because you're falsely not seeing yourself now. Like it's like saying, oh, I can't, I couldn't, blah 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 blah, and not about not having the faith in yourself. And they're saying it's time for you to like have this new beginning, but they're just wanting to bring forward the fact and acknowledge the fact that they're saying, Cancer, listen, we see that you've got a wee bit of self-doubt, we see that you've got a wee bit of feeling like, oh, I don't know, I'm a wee bit, I'm shaking in my boots a wee bit, like my knees shaking, and like I'm a bit nervous about this. But they're saying, oh, go for it, because you're hiding behind a mask when you don't do this, and it's like they're just saying you could help so many people, and don't hide behind that mask where you're not helping people just because you're a wee bit nervous and a wee bit of self-doubt. Because see, every single thing that we do in life, it's like we need to anything that we do where it's like positive and it takes a wee bit of risk. There's no like game without risk. Do you know what I mean, Cancer? That's what I'm trying to say. And it's like don't be sitting in that lack of like awareness about who you really are. They're saying, Cancer, see yourself the way I see you. Now, like, they're saying, you're very wise, you're very knowledgeable, you understand from a point of view through experience and not through a point of view where maybe you've went and educated yourself through school to understand this. This is through experience, and the best experience that you can actually have is life experience like that. And they're saying, just do not underestimate yourself. Don't sit in that self-doubt. Don't think that you're not good enough. Now that I'm not good enough, that lack, that mentality, don't do that to yourself, they're saying. Because see if you can just actually just do what I just said. They're saying you are actually seeing results within this next few weeks. It's like, it's not going to take months or years or blah, 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 blah. It's like, you've put something out, and I'm seeing them all like it's like a public park or something and things like that. You've put something out there into your local community, maybe within the your community, and they're saying, there you go, you put that out, you spoke about something where you've been getting, do you know what, I'm going to give it a bash, and they're like, there you go, well done. Within a few weeks, an abundant universe will provide. We are giving you abundance for you're taking your risk. Now, that kind of way. And that is Spirit's divinely guided plan. When you branch out, you take the risk. They say, well done, Cancer. We are going to bring in that change, and we are going to manifest your goals because you took the risk and you dared to believe. Dare to believe in yourself. That's what I hear. Believe in yourself. You believe in yourself. You did doubt in the beginning, but I'm hearing a bit of self-talk to yourself. Like, it's going to say, no, I'm taking the risk. I believe in myself. I can. I will. I do. Now, I have. Now, and I'm just feeling well done. I hope that makes some sense. This is your loved one, Cancer. This is where your loved one's coming through. I'm kind of feeling like this may see that your situation was like somebody coming up and getting all up in your grill and things like that. I'm kind of feeling like the horse spirit is very spiritual and nature and things like that, but the horse spirit is also very strong, and they can dig their heels in and not do something, and not as well as they're very what do you call that, when you they do things for people a lot, they take a lot of the heavy load and the burden, but you took a heavy load and a heavy burden at card 33. That is number 6 again. I'm hearing you took a heavy burden in your relationship, and they're just saying, but now, Cancer, with this loved one, it's time that you have to move on. Freedom is yours. There's going to be some truthful, straight to the point words. Maybe there's going to be some justice to do with something about a relationship that you're moving on from because you've got freedom, and it's something to do with your home, where maybe you'll be celebrating with your friends a collection of pixies, celebrating with your friends on you moving on into your new life, getting on your chariot, literally that's you, Cancer, you on that chariot, and saying goodbye. Do you know what I mean? It's goodbye to, is it bad rubbish or whatever? No, something like that, basically. And they're saying that that when you say goodbye to this, and goodbye to this past relationship, this loved one, this relationship, the freedom is yours, and they're saying that you're gonna there's gonna be a part of yourself that's gonna be quite having lots of fun, and that way. The Queen of Wands sometimes to to me, she's like that woman that gets lots of attention of people because she's like very open, fun, flirty. Now, like that kind of energy to the point where she's like really, she's got a pure charisma about her. She's very charismatic and, but what they're saying is like, she's sitting there by herself, but yes, she could have the pick of the bunch, they're saying, but it's like, you could, but do you know what? Nah, like that way. It's like, I'd rather be by myself. And they're saying because this is this new business that maybe you're wanting to bring forward, you're like, I don't want to bring somebody else into my life now because I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on me, build my life, my passions. Look, passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. And look, oh my God, I pure love, like my angels, I like pure love them. Look, your angel message is helpful people. So you have the ability to attract helpful people, and then your angel message is helpful people. So there's going to be like helpful people around about you, helping you build a business up here, like from the ground I'm hearing. Now, like you've done this all by yourself, and then there's going to be these people that think, oh, well done, we'll help you too. We'll help you just get that wee tiny bit higher. Now, like, oh, that's really nice. That is actually really nice. So freedom is yours. That is your message from your loved one and past loved one in this like circumstance. Your next step to take in life, they're saying you have to step into the Badger spirit. Like, we're going into Leo season, that's like sunflowers here and that. He's wearing a big sunflower. Number 4, home. Maybe you have to be fearless and bold and start a business from home. I'm hearing, start a business from home. He means business there, doesn't he? That Badger looks like he means business, the way that he's looking at us. But he's got all these sunflower energies round about him and things like that. Shh. Wow.